Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic. I am back. I had an unplanned forced vacation this weekend, but I am back and ready to go. So, today I'm going to do a semi-filler episode. I'm going to meet you guys' demands. You guys have been wanting to see a fruit truck, and so what I'm going to do is build a fruit truck. Or I guess a transport truck that'll help me carry things a little bit more than that definitely does. Or not really, it doesn't at all. And so I want to build a custom workshop, maybe on this side or the other side, kind of like between the house and here, in a place that's less laggy and won't be too much of a problem. These guys have taken refuge in my base because it's the safest spot from all the bots. Anyways, it's okay. So those walks can stay. I've got a little bit of fruit, not too much. I'm going to have some more on the way, and I'll have some more planted after that. So hopefully we can get our car or truck built before all that happens. Also, we can now grow cotton, which is nice. I haven't had a need for it because I haven't built my dress spot yet, but that's okay. I did some improvements to this, not really, but we're gonna get the other guns pretty soon, so we'll have the extra improvements there, so that'll be fun. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just actually build this out here in the grass while we can. It's gonna be nighttime soon, and we'll have to defend the base from a level 6 wave 2 raid, but yeah, that's gonna be fine. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The material I'm going to use is just going to be metal 1 because I kind of think I will be fine when it comes to what's it called? Like just protection. I don't plan on going anywhere near farm bots, and they'll destroy metal 3 anyways. And then hay bots, it'll take a couple hits for them to at least get through one, and I shouldn't stay still long enough for that to happen. So metal 1 is what we're going to build it out of. I have no idea exactly how this is going to be honest. I really don't actually have any idea of how I'm going to build this. So what we're going to do actually is take some references. I stole some of those crates that you saw. What are those called? I guess wood crates from the warehouse, and I think these are around the size of the regular crates or fruit crates. I think they might be a little bit bigger, or a little bit shorter. Well, they're definitely a little bit shorter, but that's okay. We can just pretend that there's extra space right here, but I think they're around the same size. So we're going to reference this as an area that we can use or something that we can do. So we want this to be, how long is this? So let's say we want it to be this long, at least twice the size of this. So if I had 2 of them next to each other, what would it look like? It'd be like that. Okay, cool. So we want that at least. All right. So what we're going to do is build a base, and I think I know how I'm going to do this. And hopefully in the thumbnail of the video it kind of explains exactly the end result, because that's what I like to do. But I just need to figure out how to build the base. So I'm going to just start a music montage or something like that. Alright, we got about a minute until the next raid, so we're just going to prep for that really quickly. And to do that, we're going to need to, first of all, send off our farm. I forgot to turn on the automatedness of it, so I just need to press a button and sends it out using that sensor right there, and that just triggers that thing. For some reason, this controller is being big dumb and not pulling up when it should, even though I disconnected the antenna. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe that was it. Maybe I just needed to not have that happen. Okay, we're good. So now we have to just turn on the defenses. We got 15 seconds, and I've done that. And immediately after I finished recording, I connected the XOR, or just changed that OR gate right there to an XOR gate, just like, you know, you're supposed to make all the switches kind of work. Although I don't really like having you be able to turn off a switch and then it still turn on. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I wasn't ready. Turn on things. So let's check things out. It looks like these turrets are doing fine. I don't see anything else wrong. And then those guys are going to be fine. It looks like, what's up with those? Are they swimming towards the walks? Yeah, I think those are swimming towards the walks. That's not good. So the walks are messing up my defenses pretty much. I need to get rid of those walks. The refugees are getting massacred right now, but I guess that's okay. they can just get out the way and I'll kill these robots after they do the dirty work for me. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so that's the raid taken care of. We're going to just shut off these guys for now. They have some bugs I need to fix with them still, and that's okay. I don't know if I'll even use them in the end, to be honest. Like, I don't really actually need them. It's just fun to clear off the coastline and collect the scrap when I can. So I think I got enough scrap metal, to be honest. So I think we're going to be good for now on using the shore drones, or the coastline guarding drones, I guess you could call them. But component kits are good, so I won't be too, you know, complaining if I do ever use them again, because I do have one more raid, but it'll probably be like a level 3 or level 4 raid tomorrow night. So yeah, okay, so let's get things cleaned up, get some more materials, build some more parts, and then get finished on this truck. Okay, it seems like I have the basic frame down. I don't have any of the, I guess, meat in it yet, but this is what I think I'm going to use. So what we're going to have is, as I described in the title, is a foldable or transforming car or vehicle that will allow us to easily put on the crates and then fold it inside to make the center of weight easier and have it fill up a lot of space, if that makes sense. So basically I can have a high volume in this short little area right here. So right now I have pretty much a full chest of harvestables, crops, bananas and blueberries mostly, and then some of these which I will use for more ammo containers, which actually I think I might need even more, but I'll get that later. We can test that out at some point. So now what I need to do is figure out how to make this mechanism work, because I'm going to need a controller for sure, but I'm not sure if there is an easy way, because this will have to hold a lot of weight, or if there's a hard way to do this. I think this is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I'm going to need some more bearings and maybe 2 controllers, or just 1, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll just do 2 just in case. So let's get that and then get on to this mechanical part. Alright, I got the parts. And now I'm going to need to try to figure out how, well, the best way to do this. So we're going to probably have to go through a couple iterations. You guys will probably have way better ideas than me, but this is an idea that kind of stemmed from some of my staff, or one of my staff, and I think it might work. So yeah, let's see. Maybe if yeah, that might work. I think this could work if I have it flipped here and always facing down so that I can have it like that. Okay, so let's try this. Let's put this back on the lift and let's see if we can do this. All right, so we're gonna keep a line right here. We're gonna have it go full send and another full send up. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a little cooler looking and use some pipes instead. So instead of using some, you know, rigid looking, dumb looking metal, we can do this. 1, 2, and then we have this, and then we can do like a pipe piece right, oops, not what I wanted, right there, bearing, and then we can maybe do another bit of metal or another bit of piping. I'm not sure. I'll just do a bit of metal right there and see how that looks. Kind of dumb, to be honest, but we're going to keep it for now and then see how it looks at the end. So let's just do that. 1, pipe, 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 bearing, and then metal, and then this is still on the lift, right? Okay, so then we're going to do from here a metal all the way up. We're going to actually use these as measurements, so this is going to be, let's see, enough for that. Well, okay, so 1 here, and then I should have a second one around here somewhere, or if it's in my inventory, I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. Okay, and then, oh, is it getting nighttime already? Oh gosh, that's okay. And then another one here. Will that fit? No, it's going to be a little bit higher. Okay. I just realized that this actually means I'm going to have to move the whole bearing over, aren't I? Okay, so let's pretty much erase this and try this again on a second iteration of how this is going to look. All right. Took me a bit, but I think I figured out a proper prototype / location for this. And now we're going to test out some tests, I guess, if you want to call them that. And what we're going to do is get one controller down, and actually we're going to do 2 controllers down because I may need to, well, I can do it with just one. So let's just take one, upgrade it at least by 1. We're probably going to need to upgrade it more and connect it to both of these. Like so. I want them to be so that they're each facing that way, like that, so blue is out. Okay. So now what I want to do is basically, I actually, the more I think about it, do not think these are even close to the proper size of the fruit packets or, you know, harvestable farming packages. But I guess this is all I've got. So we're going to just make do with what we got. So essentially what we're going to have is basically be able to take this, and you stack it all on here, and then once you press a switch, which I will connect up here, these will then rotate 180 degrees this way to the left, like so. I press this like so, and then they move in, and then they'll be facing towards each other. So what I'm going to have to do is actually stagger it. I have that. So let's see. Let's test this out. So if there's some on both sides, what will it do? Flip. It flips it over one, like so. Goes down, stops, flips it inside, down, and stop. Got it. All right. That looks pretty good, honestly. I think that's going to work. So we're going to keep it like so. And what we're going to do is, instead of wasting our material and just make this a complete flat box, we're going to make this kind of like a, just like a stripes across, so that we can kind of have locations that we can attach to it, but not have it take up so much weight and make it be so top heavy with all these materials. So we're going to use some cut metal. I think this is a little bit lighter than regular metal by 1 or 2. I think that's actually by 2. So we're going to just use that and slide it all the way down here. It actually looks pretty good, to be honest, like so. And then we're going to do another one on top, just so that we can have that filled out. Oops. I might need to make some more of this. And the good thing about this cut metal, or whatever it's called, is that you can pretty much double the regular metal, because this costs 5 metal, or 5 metal for every 10 of these. And so basically, if you have like 50 metal, you can get 100 of these, and so that's basically double. And so that's pretty cool. And I think that might be useful in the future. If I ever want to build something, I might actually build the little tool shack that I want to do to actually build cool creations like this out of it. Let's actually do like so, and make this go down to that metal block, and maybe even replace that metal block with something cool, like a pipe piece or something like that. I don't know. I might need to actually make it go down the middle too, to make it look a little better, so it looks like it's more contained. Okay. That's pretty good. And I'm going to need some metal here, because I may actually attach another apparatus that flips it on the other side in case it doesn't have enough strength. But we'll leave it like this for now because I'm lazy. I do have the materials, but I'm just lazy. So we're just going to keep it like this. Okay. So we actually might going to go build some more of these. I don't actually know what they're called. Extruded metal blocks. We're going to extrude some more metal real quick. And let's pop that in there, and yeah, so it takes 5, you get 10. Let's just pop in that much, and then take this out. And while that goes, we're going to go build the other side. Now this is nightmare fuel. It just is. Wow. Anyways, I just finished building up the front of the car. I built the other side like I said I would, and I decided, you know what, I might as well just stop and just finish the rest of this while I can to make it look a little bit prettier. And I kind of did it. I didn't add any paint yet. I will do that later. I actually painted these front two from being orange to black, and then I painted the lights, but that's about it. And I think I got a pretty good product going. I'm not sure if it'll work at all, really, but in my mind it works. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So from the front, I might need to add some smokestacks or something, you know, just for the exhaust and whatnot. but it looks pretty good. It looks kind of like a truck, not really, but it's pretty heavily shielded in case something crazy happens. I have a roof over my head, and I've got a nice little compartment here. No, excuse me. Now I have to actually build a little cool apartment. I'm actually going to do that right here with a little controller. There we go. So now what we're going to do is just have a flipping. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So hopefully this is low enough. We might need to make it a little bit lower because this will ride higher, because this is so heavy right now. It's just completely crushing the suspension. But what we're going to do is have a little module right here that's going to flip out, connected to a separate controller, connected to a separate switch that will open up this, and then maybe even have the whole thing connected to a single piston. So, or not a piston, but a single controller. So we're going to have a separate controller right here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about soon. And I'll have one here. I'm going to have this controls there, and this will also connect to there, but I need to upgrade it. I'm going to upgrade it once. Actually, that's about right. I think that's all I need. And then we're going to connect this one to it. And what's going to happen first is it's going to go down 90 degrees, and then the piston is going to extend out by, let's say 9. Well, that's too high. Let's say 7. I think 7 is about good. So if I press this switch, oh, wrong one. If I press this switch, this thing comes out, and then the piston is too high. Okay, so we're going to need to adjust the height of this door because it's getting caught on here. So we're going to actually erase this whole thing. If I wanted one that only uncovered this module, it's fine, but I think I'll actually keep it big for now, so that in case something crazy happens, like I need to make this stick out even further, I can make it big enough to fit this whole pump out, instead of just the little nozzle of the pump, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Alright, now these are switched around, but I can still do the same thing. So if I turn this on, it turns on, so it flips out, and then it comes out, and that's okay. We're going to need to come out a little bit further, actually. So let's actually do the full 9 and see how far it looks. So let's do 9. Well, that's the furthest it can actually go. Well, that's unfortunate, because this is going to be, we'll see. I'll check and we'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, we can always adjust it and figure out something, but I think this is actually going to be just fine. So let's move this back so it's not causing any crazy glitching. Actually, what we're going to do, last but not least, is add some more logic. And this logic is going to be, one is going to be the logic to flip these, so I can have a switch on the outside and have them flip, so I don't need to come inside and do it. And 2 is to add the automatic ticker that will launch out, what are these called? I think so. Launch out the, what's it called? I don't know what they're called, but I don't want to actually have that connected yet, or else it'll start shooting out fruit. So we're going to have this all set up and not make sure I can see it first. So if I have and get a NAND in there, we got a little good ticker, and we're going to need another switch. My last switch on me. We're going to put that there. Well, let's put it closer so we at least know what it connects to, and have it connect to this right here, and have that connect to that right there, and this connects to the seat. And now if I press 3, it'll shoot out those. I'm not going to waste any fruit, but we'll just assume that it works. And now what I'm going to do actually is take this 1 key, oh no, it's this 2 key. I'm going to turn this off right now, but this 2 key, wow, I take it away anyways. All right, let's just move this switch while I can so I know which one is which. Let's put that there, that back. And this is going to connect to an OR gate. Actually, we're going to put an OR gate right here. Or is it an XOR? Let's do an XOR, actually. Connect that to an XOR, and then we don't have another switch, so we're going to have to build another switch. But what this is going to do is then connect to this right here, and that way, if one of the switches get pulled, it'll get triggered, and then I can flip it from either the inside or the outside. So that'll be cool. Okay, we've got the switch, connected it there. So now if we press Oh boy, let me see which one is which. So 3 flips that, which I might need to make that a different one. 2 turns this open, and then 1. Okay, we're gonna need to switch 1 and 2. So now 1 will... Okay, so now 1 opens up this and extends the piston on its own, and then 2 will start shooting out the fruits, and then 3 flips over the thing one at a time. So nice. Okay, I'm not going to add a roof to this back end because I might need all the space I can get, so we're just going to leave it like that. So cool. All right, so now all we have to do is just take this over to, well, turn on the engine first. We'll connect it to the engine, and then get this up pretty high. And then we're going, oh, not that high. That's probably too high. But we're going to need to upgrade the suspension a lot. Well, maybe by 1 more, and then turn it on all the way. And then we'll be going over to the packing stations. We'll be going over to both to see how many we can fit. So we're going to start with the fruit, though. All right, here goes nothing. We're going to actually top off a little more fuel. This might not be enough fuel, actually, to get us there. But we can actually test the efficiency. This isn't a level 5 engine, it's level 4. I did not want to waste 10 more component kits on getting it to level 5. I know it's a waste of fuel and whatnot, but honestly they've made oil collection a lot easier, so that's okay. Oh man, I'm getting some lag, but this thing is fast and light, which is kind of good, to be honest. I mean, it's gonna get a lot heavier soon, and actually what we're gonna do is, to spare us the pain, actually, you know what, it'll be better just to go over to the fruit station first. Yeah, so we can have a lighter load on the way there and then just deal with the heavier load on the way back. Even though there's only going to be like 2 packages on this one, because I only have like 10 tomatoes and 10 beetroots. We may need to upgrade our suspension a little bit more. I do have it at 4-point steering, I guess is what you want to call it, so that we can maneuver around the packing station a little bit better, and maybe even in a trader. But, oh gosh. Oh no. There's a boss around here. That's the only thing that could mean. Alright, let's just move forward a little bit more carefully. I do not want this vehicle getting destroyed by a boss, but if it happens, it happens. I can probably kill it, actually. I don't think I'll have it destroyed yet. So let's just keep going. Alright, this thing is a bit too fast for my comfort, but it might slow down once it gets heavier. So let's get in here and see if we can get the fruit stuff all lined up. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do bananas. And then we're going to actually see if the packages are the right size, like I guesstimated them out to be. Yeah, we're going to definitely need to figure out a better way to extend this thing. This is not even going to be close. Okay, so what we can do here about this is either get closer ourselves. Like if I get close enough, it'll be fine, but I don't want to have to deal with that kind of precision. So what we're going to do is just open up this hole a lot more. But we'll do that. No, we'll do that right now, actually. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. That actually looks kind of good, to be honest. I mean, you can see the chest. I can now access it from the outside, and it's like right up there. It's a bit sticking out a bit far, but that means I don't have to worry about, you know, precision as much. So let's move our lift and then turn back around. I would use my lift, but, you know, I think it'd be fun just to kind of see if I can get it lined up myself. So I pull in here right about there, and then I press 1, opens up the thingamabobber, and then it sticks it out. I could upgrade it to make it a little bit faster, and there it goes. Easy money. Alright, so if I press 2, it starts loading up. Okay, good. I need to make sure that we're loading, or like not gonna destroy this banana thing. So I need to make sure we're not gonna just throw in the blueberries when I'm throwing in bananas. So I heard they updated this to make it a little bit more forgiving, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. So if you guys know what that means, please let me know. I have a feeling it's about like the distance away or the location on it, but I don't know. I could be wrong too. This is gonna take a while. Okay, we've now done all the bananas. We're now on to blueberries, and I've moved all that so we won't have any problems. Thankfully, this thing isn't too high for the thing, and so now what we're gonna do is actually start trying to see if we can get loaded. This thing is not as laggy as it used to be. It used to like lag horribly if you, what's it called? Had this many packages out by themselves all like this. So now what I need to do is figure out the sizing. I think these sizes are kind of similar. Actually, they're pretty similar, but they could do some more work. It's fine. I figured it out. Starting to get a little bit of a frame rate drop, but that's to be expected when you have a whole bunch of collidables and physics things doing what Scrap Mechanic doesn't like, which is being close together. So let's just get all these on while I wait for the blueberries to get all loaded up and see how it goes. I'll get back to you when I'm there. I just noticed that I'm going to have to actually attach this to another bearing because when I moved the car, started getting a little floppy there, and I don't really like that much floppy. So let's just get this situated while I can, and it'll all be good. It'll be fine. All right, the outsides of this thing have been completely filled. So all I gotta do now is just press this switch, and you can see the other side coming in. Let's see if this will work. It's coming in. The bearing doesn't really like it very well. Oh goodness, what did I do? Oh no. It might just be because I need some more clearance. Like this whole thing could just be a pipe. I could turn this whole apparatus into a pipe so that there's no rubbing like it's doing right here. I think it's just rubbing on a few things and might be going lower than it needs to be. But a few smacks of a hammer or something, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, I've got all the fruit now onto this truck, and I think I have enough room for 8 more carts, and so that's not that bad. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then some, so 5, maybe 6 more that I can fit. A whole chest. This is enough for at least a whole chest and maybe 1 or 2 more. So that's awesome, and it's actually driving. I mean, it's kind of wiggly, yeah, but that's to be expected when you have a lot of weight on bearings like this. And I didn't even attach the other bearings to controllers. I just made them straight up, you know, loose so that they could just turn with it, but also keep a little bit more stability. And so, yeah, I think I also made this a little bit too long. I have a little bit of extra space right there, so I can probably just move these back when I turn them into pipes. So, yeah, this is awesome. All right, let's just get over to the vegetable trader, hopefully, and then get ourselves some vegetables and then get this all traded for. Excuse me. So we're here at the what's this called, vegetable packaging station, and now all I gotta do is actually put the vegetables back in. All I had was tomatoes and beetroot, and I think I'll have some more packages on the way, so hopefully I have enough space. If not, then we'll have to like make a salvaging space in that middle in between all these things. So let's turn on 1 and then press 2 when we can, but we don't need to. We need to first drink some water or milk. Okay, and then we're going to put some tomatoes in, and now we're going to turn it on. Press 2 and we're good. All right, we should now be getting some tomato packages. All right, this actually might be my biggest crop. Or I guess packaging run, because I remember I showed you the screenshot of that last one and I had a lot, but I don't know if it was as much as this. I don't know, we'll just have to see. I mean, I guess I wouldn't really be able to tell it, but if you have that old picture, I guess you can count them and see how many more there were than not, but it was a lot either way. Oh dang, I could totally max this out if I had 1 more carrot on me. Oh, that's rough. You know, hopefully you guys aren't bothered by this, but basically we can add 1 more package if we wanted to. We got all the beetroots on, we got all the tomatoes on. That's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 times 8 is 16, and then another 16 is 32. So I can fit up to 32 packages on this one truck like this alone. If I really wanted to, I could get brazen and put some more packages on top of all of these. So like, if I put them all just on top, that's a whole, probably another 16 I can add. Yeah, so I can fit, no, actually I can probably fit them on top on both rows. if I really wanted to, but that's that's way more than I'll probably ever harvest, so we're good. Check that out though. I would say that's pretty impressive. We've got 15, or I guess 31 packages on here. They're starting to get a little bit wobbly for some reason. I don't know if that's scrap mechanic physics or if there's just something actually going on here with the oh no, it's going on here with like one of the bearings that's having a strange collision. So I can check that out later. I mean, I should check it out now. That's probably the smarter thing to do, but since when was I ever here to do smart things? So let's go back down, head to the trader. Quite the load, or I guess payload, not to make it inappropriate, but yeah, okay. So let's go down here. Starting to lose some frames for some reason, but that's okay. And I think we can make it up the hill too. This thing is pretty strong, and actually, if I look at the fuel, yeah, it hasn't actually used that much fuel either. So I think we're good. All right, let's see. Can we make it up this hill actually? Oh, it's a struggling. She's struggling, but she's making it. All right, we're good. Nice. Just, its cheeks are clapping in the back right now. That's pretty much what it's doing. It's got a lot of junk in the trunk. So when it moves, it just naturally claps. I think that's probably what's going on here. No, nothing else that I made that did wrong. It's just what happens when you have so much junk in your trunk and you're moving around. Oh boy. All right, here we are at the trader, and I think we are all on. This behemoth is on, and all the packages are on, so that means we are good to go. So from here, I just have to, I guess, hold down this button if I want to. I really don't want to. Can I? Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, I believe that is all of the goodies, which is good. And this car hasn't flipped out yet, done any spaghetti bugging. Nope, we're all good. And so now, if we check out the Trader Joe over here, we will have lots of packages. We have 13, 13, 8, and 10. Perfect. You know what that means? More spud guns. Actually, let's see. How much space do I... Oh, I got plenty of space. Sweet. So let's just get the rest of the amount of spud guns, and let's grab the rest of the canisters too. We now have a full inventory, but lucky for us, we have a chest over here. And let's do that. Just put those in there. I might have just wasted all of those fruits because I think you can also buy other seeds now. And I know more seeds will be added. Yeah. What in the world? That was trippy. Did you just see my body go running as I was... My body goes running past the camera. That's epic. Okay. Oh, no. I wasted my bananas. I could have gotten some cotton seeds if I wanted to. Gosh dang it. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I did what I could. I'll get some of those later on my own time. So we can get plenty more bananas. All right. So sweet. We got the stuff. We got the spud guns. We got the ammo containers that we don't need, but we might need. But I think we're good. So we're gonna head back home in the episode as we're heading back home. And yeah. So if you have any suggestions, tips or tricks, excuse me, or chips, send me chips if you want. I am hungry right now. But have any of those things that you think I could use, could need in the future, or if you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and do all the subscribing and whatnot, all that YouTube propaganda. But yeah, thanks for your support. And as always, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and I will see you next time.